All right, so I'm joined by my friend and one of our instructors today, Shah, on talking about what can we do to protect our vibe coding applications from a cybersecurity standpoint. How you doing today, man?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. So we hear about all this security infrastructure that is. We've heard about things like TApp or Replit. What do you do? Like, what happens when your AI coding assistant decides to delete your entire production database and then lies about it? What do you do in that situation?
Yeah, and this has happened, right? Like as you mentioned, July of 2025, Replit's AI agent just completely destroyed 1,200 company records. And this was during a code freeze. They tried to cover it up, generating a fake test. So, what can you do to prevent this from happening? Really, you got to take preventative measures, right? So, segregating your non-production database and your production database, so having a dev environment so that you can actually do your tests and feature changes. And then whenever you're confident that everything's working well, your scripts and everything are functioning, you can actually just promote that. And that will safely prevent any issues where your agents delete your production data.
Got it. I mean, like beyond that, do you think this is also really highlights the limitations of what you could do in terms of vibe coding versus having somebody with like a more traditional software engineering background?
No, not at all. And I think it just takes a bit of practice and like learning through these kind of mistakes that kind
Mhm.
of prevent these things from the future, right? Engineers, if you ask any software engineer, they've done something similar where they've caused the production issues. So it's just not advertised at the same scale, right? Just because of how how huge AI is right now. So yeah, I think this is it's something that you need to actually learn how to do eventually, and vibe coding will help you do that, right? Like now, agents will suggest, "Hey, I'm working in your current code base right now. That's tied to production. How about I create a branch and suggest that?" So they have these new features kind of implemented to help add these kind of guardrails to prevent that from happening too.
I mean, is it possible for like hackers to use like ChatGPT to create malware that's essentially undetectable?
Yeah, so this is a new kind of scary thing that's been happening. So the earliest known malware that was powered by AI happened in 2023. Sentinel-1 discovered this, and it essentially generates malicious code in real time using GPT. And so that means harmful code doesn't actually exist until a web browser or an agent detects this like prompt. So prompt injection is a new thing that's kind of added by OWASP, which is like a education and cybersecurity kind of like guidelines for software engineering. And so uh, right now, you need to take preventative measures and be careful about like AI powered browsers like Perplexity and Comet, um, especially now in this day and age.
Got it. Got it. And like, I mean, overall, like, what is vibe coding and like, why are startups jumping on this trend?
Yeah, I think right now vibe coding is like an umbrella term for a lot of things, but essentially it lets developers describe what they want in natural language, and AI will generate the code. You're essentially enabling anyone without any computer science degree or any background in software engineering to develop software and create it. People with zero coding skills, they're reportedly saving companies hundreds of thousands of dollars joining these teams with no prior background. So it really is democratizing software development.
Is that where, do you feel like that's something that, do you feel like that's something that like, where the industry is going to stay in the long term, or do you think it's kind of like just a trend right now?
No, I don't think it's a trend. And what we're seeing now, especially in product management, is where a lot of companies are asking candidates right now, especially for these new associate or new grad product management roles, that they don't really care about your resume. They don't care about what school you went to. They want to see actual products that you're building out. They want to see prototypes. And I think this is kind of going to be the trend in the future and where things are going to head to, where you are trying to get stakeholder buy-in on something and you're working with your dev team to come up with, a roadmap and develop a product, but you need to kind of show something and demo it. So you're going to have to build a prototype on your own as a product manager. And I think this is definitely, going to change the game and be the future state for product management.
Perfect, buddy. So all product managers should be learning how to vibe code if they haven't already, right?
That's correct. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Um, how do you recommend to get started?
The easiest thing you can do is download ChatGPT or Claude and just start, right? A lot of these tools right now, they're completely free and accessible. Uh, there's obviously going to be limits for certain models. So you would probably want to pay for something if this is something you're passionate about and you start enjoying it. But yeah, you can just start right away. Just enter something like, hey, I want to create a blog, right? I would
Mhm.
encourage anyone to start with that because it's a simple project. You can have file-based blog posts and eventually evolve that into a full-on portfolio.
Got it, man. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come and talk with us about that. So if you are a product manager and you don't know how to vibe code, I mean, schedule a call with us because we'd love to go out there and speak with you. This is apparently from one of the industry best. You gotta learn how to vibe code. All right, man. Thank you so much, Shal.
Well, thanks for having me, Rich.